Hey guys, it's Nate here with Valera 3D, and today we're going to be talking about Gaussian splatting. Yeah, so the first question you need to ask is, what is Gaussian splatting? And thankfully I'm here to answer. So Gaussian splatting is essentially making a 3D model from 2D pictures or frames if you're going to be using video. And how it works is the software that you upload your data to, what it does is it pulls out points from your pictures, and as long as there's enough overlap between your frames or your pictures, what it will do is it'll colorize each point using the color from the frame, and it will stretch the point to fill in gaps to make it like a whole realistic looking 3D model. So your result model is not just points, but they're colorized, they're stretched, so it looks real. And then something to note about that is if you really zoom in and try to get the fine details of something, no matter how good data collection you do, how good processing you do, you're never gonna get fine details in a Gaussian splat. Almost never. Like every time you zoom in, it's going to be stretched and blurry, and it's not gonna look great. That's pretty standard. All right, so there's two main data collection methods. To do this. And the first one is taking pictures. The second one is taking videos. Talk about taking pictures first. If you really want fine, precise control of the quality, you're gonna want to take pictures. It takes way longer to do it taking pictures though. So just keep that in mind. But when you're taking pictures, you want to get a lot of overlap. So like take one picture, move over a tiny little step, and take your next picture. That's how you're going to get best results with taking pictures. My preferred method is to do it with video. It's quicker and it's definitely easier. You have to be more careful when you do video. You can't be like shaking it around too much, or like you got to be careful the angle too. You can't be angling it up in the sky. You can't be angling it. I have to keep it in the center of the frame, and you have to go slow so that the frames are nice and smooth. So once you have your data, what you do is you upload it to the software. And my preferred software to use is Luma AI. It's free. You can use their website. They have an app too, but you upload your video or your photos. It trains the Gaussian Splat 3D model, and you have like a viewable thing you can share. You can zoom in, pan around on the 3D model, and it's pretty decent. And it gives you an embed link too. You can put on websites, which is pretty cool. And you can also from there download your Gaussian Splat, which will become important in a second. So once you have your Gaussian Splat, you'll notice from Luma AI that comes out when you get it. It's like a big sphere. It's a big ball. And you're not going to want that if you're going to be hosting these on a website or like in a virtual tour. So what I would do, or what I do, and I would recommend you do, is to upload your splat into SuperSplat. It's another online website. You can just Google search SuperSplat and you'll find it. But what you want to do is upload your splat into SuperSplat, and from there you're going to start removing noise, like the sphere and all the extra points that you don't need, you don't want. It's just kind of in the way and kind of doesn't look that great. You're just going to go in there and get rid of them, and make sure your splat looks decent. One other thing about SuperSplat I did forget to mention though is you can actually merge splats together. Like if you have two different Gaussian Splat 3D models that you want to kind of combine into one, like maybe you only got half of like one thing really good, and then you have another model where the other side of it is really good. You can merge it to make one model. You just have to make sure that you're shooting in the same lighting, because if the lighting's different, your settings are different, it's going to look different. You're going to notice that the lighting's off something. So you got to make sure, if you can control your lighting conditions, great. If not, just try and get as close as you can. But yeah, once you have all of your noise, gone out of your splat, you've got, just your study area, what you actually wanted. your splat's done. It's ready to go. Download again, be compressed, whatever. Upload to a site. Upload to your 3D tour, whatever you want to do with it. It's ready to go. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Hopefully, it helped you understand what Gaussian splatting is a little more. There will be videos in the future on how to do it specifically with a cell phone or like a handheld camera. And then there will be one on how to do it with a drone as well, just because the techniques differ a little bit. But stay tuned for those, and happy splatting.